keep your feet on ground. Order stack up, then the slip away. Every tick a test, every second pays. Woo! I can feel that roar through the iron door. Everybody praying for a little more. Hold your breath now, read the tape fast. One wrong move, and it won't last. Open fire, keep your name above the wire. Open fire, live through the market choir. Win some, lose some, stay in line, take the hit, then take your time. Open fire, hold your name above the wire. Buy-side sharks in the morning crush. Sell-side wolves in a sudden rush. Every green candle looks like a dare. Every red drop cuts the crowded air. Try to move clean in the panic storm. Stay alive when the numbers swarm. Grip that plan like a steel front gate. One deep breath can change your fate. Hold your breath now. Read the tape fast. One wrong move and it won't last. Open fire. Keep your name above the wire. Open fire. Live through the market choir. Win some, lose some, stay in line, take the hit, then take your time. Open fire, hold your name above the wire. Come on. Congas roll, claps cut hard, eyes on price, hands on guard. When the floor starts shaking and the whole thing spins, you don't chase the noise, you let the truth win. Open fire, keep your name above the wire. Open fire, live through the market choir. Win some, lose some, stay in line, take the hit, then take your time. Open fire, hold your name above the wire.
Sorry?
Come on. First bell hits and the floor goes hot. Screen stop flashing, don't miss your spot.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Sound check, mic check, vibe check. New song. Hope you guys like it. I got a big compliment because apparently my teenager loves it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a new song for the New York Open called Open Fire because basically I feel like we're always under open fire when we start trading the New York session. Great show for you guys today. Amazing. We have so much to do. So first of all, day on the calendar today. We're trading 8 to probably like 11 today. We have a special guest coming up from our friends at Prop Shop who are going to talk a little bit about their whole new interesting risk model. And then we're going to trade FOMC at the start of the press conference. We're not going to waste our time with the release. Probably 2:30. We'll start and try to trade it through the 3:30, 4 o'clock hour and see how that goes. And that's it. No Asia trade today because I got to be in Jersey. So it's going to be a busy day of trading. But I have so much to show you. So many cool setups to show you. As you can see, I'm pumping away here. Even in the sort of pre-game show, winner chicken dinner. 15 NASDAQ points already. We're going to try and put more on the. Actually, more than that because I put a couple more over here. Anyways. I'm going to explain everything. Let's just everybody come into the room, get warm and cozy. Tammy. We tried to give you your free Apex account or your free account and could not because we did not have the right email for you. Can you email contact@bktraders.com and just say, hey, I'm claiming my free prop account because Kathy was having a hard time. She got bounced back on your email. So if you got it, please email us. By the way, I got another $100,000 Apex account to give away today. So hang out. We'll do a little bit of trading. Was going to be, I'm going to do this for 3 hours today. So lots and lots of stuff on the show. I have a huge amount of interesting collateral for you guys. We'll go through everything, new tools, the market trap that's coming up. That's going to be a very interesting helper to everybody. That I hope everybody's going to put themselves on the follow list and everything else. Anybody new in the room yet? Is I know just straggling in, but who's a newbie? Come say hello to me. Today's your lucky day because you literally get to do and know everything that's going on here on the show. Market's making a really nice move from positive R to the ICT sell block over here. I also have I'm actually running this right now. So this is, I'm going to have some really interesting data for you as to, this is really going to be, wait, hold on. No, I want this. No, I want this. I want it in minutes. What hours have the longest minute run? Huh. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Cool. All right. Good morning. People coming in the room. I'm just waiting for everybody to chill out. We'll start in a few minutes. We're trading with our friends from Apex today. Obviously, massive discount with them. They're the best firm for inexpensive accounts. I actually remember yesterday, guys. Let me see if I get this. This count is actually bigger than 85%. It's 90%. It's $85 for 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 prop accounts. I actually want to open up my wealth charts, show you. Let's see. I actually did do this, and we'll use this as a good example of just me showcasing some of my tools that we made for you guys. I did manage to come back insanely. Let me see. Did I come back? Okay, so this one. No, these are the real accounts. This is the 39 account. Yes, this is the account that was down here. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to. The 40 account came back. Yeah, these are positives. Okay, this was the account that I butchered, right? 339. Let's export this account. We want to go to. I want to trades accounts, trades 39, 610. Wait, is that it? That can't be right. That can't be right. Why does that feel like it's wrong? Why is it only showing me 17 trades? That makes no sense. Was it the other account? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is the one I came back on. I came back on? Huh. Wait, hold on. No, I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, maybe this is it. This is the one I came back on. All right, this is the one I'm going to show you. Okay, awesome. All right, very cool. I'll show it to you in a little bit later. Oops, just missed it. Just missed another trade. Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Carolina. Nice to have everybody in the show. Hi. We are starting. We are ready to rock and roll. As I said, full day of trades today. We're going to do almost to 11 o'clock. We have a special guest from Prop Shop coming up to talk to us. So I think I'm going to repeat all this content every hour in the hour as people join us. Where those of you guys watching, following me on Twitter, come say hi. I'm going to post a lot of stuff, and I'll just simply post all the links on Twitter like once an hour, the same ones that I post on YouTube, so you guys can have access to all the same links. But let's talk a little bit about, first and foremost, what I'm doing. On the scalp side, I introduced the scalp triangles yesterday in I think an absolutely wrong fashion. After I had a chance to kind of rethink about the setup, I realized that the exact opposite was the money machine. And it has been literally ever since I made that realization. So let me explain to you what the basic idea is. I actually made, you can follow along with me if you want. I'm posting the link over here. I made, hold on a second. I made the link. It's open website. You can click it, bookmark it, and be ready to study it. This describes everything about the BK dots indicator, except it has one section that I have to add, which is what I would call the day trading section, which I will add a little bit later. But it explains all the functionality, all the various things, but most importantly for our purposes, how to trade scalp triangles. It shows you two ways to trade, and I'm going to go through them both so you guys understand exactly what I'm doing, and really focus on the fact that this is the way to copy Star Wars is actually the really profitable way of trading this. So go with the signal, trade the break is the classic way I introduced the trade. And the key to that is, let me get bigger here. The key to that is that you need to, and even when you do it, it doesn't necessarily work. You need to enter the trade right on the break of the move for the breakout to work, right? This is the breakout level. And you can see actually over here, it fails 2 or 3 times. I need to move over here. Eventually, it does succeed. It breaks out and moves higher. So that's the classic way of doing it. The much more intelligent way of doing it is actually the exact opposite. The exact opposite is to sell the breakout level. And if you want, you can use a sort of a twofold technique. Sell the breakout level, and if the price ends up above the breakout level, you can, I don't have the example here because all the shorts were just so, with the exception of here. This would be a stop out, but this is a good example of what I want. You sell the breakout level, and then you sell on the close over here. And that blended price, then you try to buy it back on a short. So you are shorting the green triangles, Now, as with everything else, there's always nuance. When it's a first or a second, maybe even a third green triangle, or especially in this very strong, downtrend, you always start against the signal, right? So the first green triangle in the slope formation, this is the start of a trend, right? You never take the V-shape move. Basically, what you're saying to yourself is, when the trend starts, the probability of it being a V-shaped bounce like this, or where trend goes up and then a V-shaped decline like this is minimal. And you are going to basically trust the probability the trend is going to continue, which means that the thing you should be doing is shorting the breakout. How many times do you do this? Up to you. I mean, obviously, in this example, you have a super strong trend, so you could have done it 3 times. I pretty much sort of stopped myself between 2 and 3 times. On the shorts, I stopped myself usually at 2. On the longs, and notice that this is the same idea on the longs. Let me show you. On the longs, right, what do we do here? Instead of selling, so yes, you could sell this break level over here and try to make 5. And if you time it perfectly, you actually, could make the move. But a much more intelligent and much easier trade to make, one that's almost always money, is to literally buy the close. Either, buy the break, and if you miss the break, and just simply wait for the candle to close, close here, you're buying the close, and then you're trading the bounce. You're buying the close, you're trading the bounce. And when I'm trading the long side, that is the green triangle, I'll give myself up to 3 trades to the upside, because NASDAQ is obviously upward bound and upward biased. So the buyers are going to have stronger ideas. This becomes now, instead of a momentum trade, a retrace trade. And a retrace trade with literally 0 to 5 points of slippage. It becomes super small slippage in terms of moving it, right? Similarly over here, you guys see this over here? Here's the first green triangle in a red slope. What's the smart thing to do? Sell it. Yes, eventually it rallies, but before it rallies, it goes down so much more. And you want to close this trade right away. So rallying, selling the move, going against the signal, is absolutely the easiest money you're going to make. And it's going to show up like this maybe 30 times in a here. So let's sell this. I'm a little bit late, but let's sell this. Here's the green triangle. Well, you know, now I'm and this is why I hate jumping. Fuck. I'm gonna eat this now. Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. I am not fucking do this again, where I'm gonna jump on trades because I want to show you trades. Because this trade, had I sold it here, covered here, right? This trade is already resolved. Now it's actually a bounce trade, not a sell trade. Fuck this. I'm gonna have to eat this up. God damn it. All right. Okay. No trades. No trades. No trades. I'm not around anymore. So annoying. Okay. No trades until I'm really, really zoned in. And I'm actually not gonna. I'm really changing the way I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna stay quiet, make trades, and zone in, and not talk, and only talk after the trades are done. Because what I find is that if I start explaining something in the middle of it, I miss the signal, I miss the opportunity. Your job is just simply watch it, absorb it, and trade afterwards or trade beforehand while you understand it. Because the scalp trades happen so fast. They're basically 10, 15-second trades. And if you're fucking yapping, you're losing the edge. The edge is really in the focus. So I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm really just annoyed at myself because this was a stupid fucking trade. Should have come in here. This was way too late. In fact, this was a buy, not a sell. So this is my other point. I'm going to give you the rules, and I'm going to repeat those rules every hour, and then I'm just going to trade. So the second component of this trade, when do you want to trade the actual momentum move? When you have the green triangle right over here, and then it's followed right away by a budding dot. Like the dot doesn't have to complete. It just starts showing up as a green dot. That is a perfect momentum move to the upside. Just like you have a red triangle here, when the red dot starts, you start selling this right over here. That's when the trade happens. And the stop there is literally the top or the bottom of that candle. It's a very, very small risk. So that's it. That's all I do is just scalp, scalp, scalp on this. Now there's another setup that is a day trading setup, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let me just focus on watching the trades, and then we'll go from there. Okay, guys? Any questions? Feel free to post them. I'll take a look at them as I have time. Okay. Sorry, I'm just really fucking. I was so fucking well when I was off screen, and I hate making mistakes in front of you that are undeserved. I don't mind getting stuffed out, but these are just fucking mental errors that I should be making because I'm just rushing. All right, we'll play a little music while we wait for setups. It's a green SMA. I'm waiting for a red triangle to buy. So while we're waiting for the setup, the other really, really good setup, for those of you that want to do more longer term trades, is the R trade, the R reversal trade to the next order block. So in this case, the buy to the sell order block. Great trade. I'm going to write up exactly how I would trade this, but the idea is you enter on the candle, you measure the distance to the order block, which is in this case 20 points, and try to put a 10-point stop on your trade. So you trade it with a 1 to 2 because it's 50% at best on these longer term trades, but at 2 to 1, it's a very profitable trade. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Red candle. Ah, fuck. Fuck. God damn it. Motherfucker. Fucking shit. Ah! Oh, it's retail sales. That's why. It's retail sales. Oh my God, I totally forgot it's retail sales. All right. I just totally got fleeced by retail sales. I totally forgot it's retail sales. All right, back to scratch one. Let's start all over again. You know what this is a good example of? Oh, this is a perfect example of me not following my own thing. I totally forgot to read the trap today because I was so busy with other stuff. If you guys want to not make the mistake I just did, which is trade the news without understanding that there was news coming up, sign up for the trap. I'm going to put this over here. Oh my God, I totally forgot about the sign up for the trap. You're going to be, it's going to save you the unnecessary losses that I just took right now. I totally forgot that it's retail sales. All right, back to focus trading only the red triangles here. I'm waiting for a red triangle to come in and be a buyer. I actually don't have a neon candle, so don't quite have it yet. No setup for me right now because we haven't had a pull away candle. This was the pull away candle here, waiting for a new one to come in. If I get a neon candle, then after that, a red triangle sets me up for a quick scalp to the buy side. All right, have a neon. See if it completes, and then we'll wait to see if we get a little bit of a retrace. We'll be a buyers on that retrace. No candle. There's the neon candle. May want to touch the sell block over here, which is basically just a resistance level from an old time ago. The neon, does neon go away? Well, there's the neon touching this. So remember I said to you, the really great trade is the trade of, the R to the next block. So let's just imagine you got yourself whipsawed. You took this R, 61, got stopped out at 68. You took this R at 88, the stop was 60. So let's say 20 points, and you're targeting over here, which is a full 88 to 18, 30 points up. And that is a great tactical trade. I don't do those type of trades because I don't hold, I just don't hold positions for more than a minute. Not my personality. But if you're a person that can hold, like Dr. D will have held this position for 30 minutes. And you're talking about 50, 60 points of possibility here. I'm sitting here waiting for the red candle to give me a quick scalp the other way around. All right, let's see if we get one. There we go. I think it's there we go. There we go. Buy. And we're gonna see if we can if it wait for the close here, buy more on the close if it gives us a better price. Setup turned against us and actually turned into a momentum trade, which I should just simply have taken in the other account. So if one doesn't work, the other one does. Now I'm just going to sit here, wait patiently. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. That's fine. Wait patiently for the next one. We'll rotate accounts, and I'll try to trade it on the next account. This one just missed. This was a legit setup that just simply missed it. It actually turned into a full momentum setup. The red with a red dot right now that was a big warning sign. I should have taken that as a sell. I just not zoned in as I should be. All right, we'll take it through the next account. See how we go. Now we're back in sell mode, and now the green triangles are going to be the sell triangles. 3,500 is kind of holding us hostage a little bit. Tokyo high is 540. I still think we're going to go to Tokyo high probably. But let's see what it wants to do right now. Okay, I'm short on the break level. I'm going to wait for the candle close. This is turning into yeah, FOMC day. That's right. But I think it's actually moving. I don't think it's gonna. I think we have a lot of movement pre-market, so it's not a typical FOMC day where it's just churn. It looks like very clean moves up and down. All right, let's see if I can get this done. If not, this is just going to be my Waterloo today. Oh, wow. Closed out because is really an upside trade. None of the retracers are working. This, okay. In the upside, execution was just very bad. I should have cut my stop over here when it started giving me a green dot, because this is essentially an uptrend with a shallow retrace that is just consolidating in front of the numbers, and it's just giving me lots and lots of noise signals for which to which I'm late. All right, getting a neon trade. Come on. Ah. Just chop city. I'm getting myself chopped out here. Get out. Okay, let's move over. Let's refocus. I'm just not going to let any one of the accounts get away from me. I'm going to refocus and find the trades. So this was news. This was a trade that failed just post news and turned a red. And this was a trade that that failed and also gave a very fake kind of a green signal, red signal, just kind of a stop, just nothing. Like it's basically been a very, very difficult stretch of trades that are just not in sync with what I want to do. Nothing going on here. Very quiet. We need a neon candle to even begin to find a trigger, so we'll wait. Market is basically chopped. See, it hasn't had a neon candle really since 8:40, and 15 minutes of just pure chop. If you're trading positionally, this is an R signal towards here, the 536, which could be potentially a really interesting trade. You know, very little risk. If you like these kind of positional trades, it could work for you. Maybe you guys are right. You know, Ben, maybe you're right. FOMC day just like It was really interesting. Pre-FOM, see this like really beautiful, clean moves here, lots and lots of trading, and here it just simply died, and it the price action just totally died right into the live open, right into we started trading live. So it could just be, nothing going on here for the time being. Let's see if we get any kind of pull away trades to give us some directionality. Yeah, Trump press conference at the Bell around the Iran deal. He already said he's already starting to backtrack and said that if he doesn't like the way it's going, he'll start bombing again. So that's why I almost at this point I take nothing as permanent out of any of these ideas. It's just lots and lots of stuff that flies around. We'll have to see. Kind of stalling at this 5 level, but I think you're right. I think it's just a Trump presser, and the market. It's just news today. Today is what I really could have used reading The Trap. If you guys are interested in signing up for something that's going to be delivered to you literally every morning and every night with a full automation of how it looks. You guys want to see what The Trap looks like? Let me show you. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm going to take this off screen because I don't want you guys to see the email. Five, 4, 4. Zero, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Okay. Let me share with you this. Sign in. Okay. So this is what you get as a market dashboard. It tells you everything that's on the calendar, which of course, right over here, President Trump speaks, retail sales, all of this stuff. Very, very important. But more importantly, also gives you an absolute color for everything that's happening. But it's not just the website. This can come in if you choose. It can come into your email. If you choose, it can come into your Telegram channel. If you choose, do you guys see it? Or you guys don't see it? Oh, sorry. Never mind. Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm sorry. You guys don't see it. Here it is. Here's the live market intel. Gives you the basic risk, which is it's pretty accurate. We're pretty much neutral on the risk. Tells you all the positions of all the instruments, including the 10-year bond, which I added just yesterday, so you can see where the yields are. President Trump speaks, medium impact, but a big coming up event. I would say, I don't know, maybe it's a big impact. We'll have to see. And then all of the stuff that's on the calendar today, including all of the color, but not just, the basic stuff, the Fed stuff, Trump truths. I wonder what he says here. Iran has agreed to never use nuclear weapons. Also, the story U.S. is paying around 300 else is fake news put out by Democrats. President is that ships are trying to move. Okay, so we'll see what he has to say in a press conference about this. But this gives you just an incredibly cool pull, and also lets you, if you're trading Asia, if you're trading FX, it will tell you all the central bank FX commentary. There's a lot of central bank movements this week, and the G7 releases today for the day. This all comes in to your email box if you wanted to, as I said, or to a private Telegram channel, or to a private Discord channel, which is very, very cool. So if you want to get a taste of this, it's going to be no subscription, just one-time lifetime fee, less than a stack of pancakes. It's going to be awesome. Once the trial is over, what's the cost of BK dots? That's going to be actually also determined next week. We're going to go to a much more kind of an affordable model on that. So I will let you know. I will let you know on that. So in the meantime, I was getting excited that we get a neon candle here. We might have a trade here. Neon stays, neon stays. Okay, let's see if we get a neon candle against a green trade, a green triangle. So maybe we can get actually one decent trade in right now, as the 8 o'clock hour has been just chop city for us, with very little. Look at this. This is 8:37 to 8:57. 20 minutes at 20 minutes of pure chop. Basically, that's what it is. If you think about this, 20 minutes of pure chop. Let's see if we can get a green triangle here. Nine o'clock. Half hour to the open, half hour to what President Trump is saying. I wonder if it's going to be on YouTube. I wonder if we could. You know what, guys? I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. It won't do it for me. I wonder if we could play through the. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Again, I'm just late. Sorry, I'm not focused. Should have sold it right there on the king, but we finally I make the trade that I want. So still badly executed, but this was the perfect classic little scalp trade that I was trying to show you. We just had bad luck. The two scalp trades here. Had I just simply waited on this trade, I bought this here. What was it? 71. How far did it go down? Yeah, it was only a 10-point move. I got myself totally shaken out. Honestly, you know what I should have done? I'm trying to think of what happens if you get yourself into that kind of volatility vortex. There's actually really there's just no good solution. Because in this particular case, if you bought this, you were just dead. You bought this here. It just blew down on you. You had no choice. So basically, this is a pretty unusual sequence where both of these scalps which are usually very good scalps, failed. It just post news failure. And maybe that's the takeaway, is that post news, you're not going to get the kind of smoothness and continuity of trend that you'll get a little bit afterwards. We had a lot of jerkiness here. So maybe the takeaway is, like, after the news, I should give myself the half hour to not trade the signals. Yeah. Okay. That was a interesting lesson in all of this. Might get another green triangle here, and that would be another. No, I won't get another one. Sorry, because it's only one per sequence. I need a fresh neon bar, fresh selling to create counter trend buying. Trump now moved over to 10 o'clock. Thanks, Ben. The dashes are the momentum sell. So in other words, once it breaks that dash, then if you want to trade momentum, that's the sell. It's in the DOTS document. So if you want to read the DOTS document, here's the DOTS document that explains everything over there for you. It's right then and there. Market's still very choppy, and basically still, if you look at this, we had a 30-minute pause of chop. Now we have to see if it could be another 30-minute pause of chop. The way, I'm actually really curious. I'm gonna ask Claude this while it's quiet. The biggest time gaps. So basically, we're still, if you go from, neon to neon, was this 840 to 857, 20 minutes? It's been like a 480 to 35-point range, just absolutely nothing. And coming into the VWAP too a little bit. To get the trial for the indicated gene, just email me. Good morning, Mihail. Good morning, guys. Good. I'm glad you guys came in. It's 9 o'clock. Time to review. I'm going to review every single hour all of the assets that we have in place here for you guys. So if you want to learn about the DOTS indicator, simply click this link. That tells you all about the whole DOTS structure and what it does, and specifically the trade that we are trading, which is this one, the scalp triangles. That's the primary trade that I trade. There's another trade that I'm going to put up here called, positional day trade, where we're going to trade the reversal to the support resistance level, the ICT order blocks. But those are, I don't trade those, but those are actually excellent trades for those people that want to trade more positionally. In order to get the indicator, just simply email me, contact@bktraders.com, and give me your TradingView ID, and make sure you oh wow, this is it. You guys want to hear some interesting data about neon candles and chop, right? So neon candles are like 21% of all bars in the data set. The typical gap between neon candles is only about 3 minutes. And 95% of all gaps are under 14 minutes. It means that if you get like 15 minutes of no neon candles, you are in chop conditions. But that only happens like, oops, here we go. Sell. All right. And 45 seconds left. We'll wait. We will wait for the close. My technique here is to sell on the signal and sell on the close. You could choose to sell on the close only, or you can choose to go buy on the signal. But this is the second. This is not the first. This is the second. The first one already got resolved. Let's see if we can get resolved the second one too. All right, we'll take it. It got resolved. All right. See, the second one gets resolved on the entry. So the reason why I've decided to do like a 1-2 approach, sell on the entry and sell on the close, is because if this thing goes higher, I'm going to get a better blended price. If the thing peaks at the entry of the dash, then I'm just going to resolve the trade quickly. If I wait for the close, right? Yes, occasionally I'm going to get a better higher price over here, but a lot of times I'm going to get the underprice, the price underneath the dash that may give me less probability to resolve it because I'm starting from a lower place to short, right? That's all. It's just a matter of technique because you're trading basically here within 5 points, so you kind of snooze or lose in terms of structure. Worst chop stretch is only 40 minutes, and none of these gaps span the daily halt of the weekend, where they cluster makes sense. The longest gaps are mostly overnight, and in the evening reopen like Sunday night. Asia, 6 to 7 p.m. are the biggest gaps, but notice the daytime exceptions. Wednesday, so between 8 and 9:30, sometimes you get an enormous amount of chop. It's really interesting. So the question I asked it is, when do you get chop? And I define chop as when you have huge amount of stretch of time without neon candles. Because what is a neon candle? It's a pull-away candle. What's a pull-away candle? That's a trend candle. So if you're asking yourself, it's an inverse logic. If I don't have trend, how long does this non-trend condition last? And it basically shows that there are New York session chop pockets, a slow open, and a Friday afternoon lull, which are more useful to flag because they're chopped during the hours when you'd normally expect movement. So, okay, so tell me from 1600, when do you get the biggest gaps? All right, so now it gets interesting. Remember I said to you, first we have the fade trade, and then we have the possible momentum trade. And the possible momentum trade comes from a triangle turning into a green dot. When we get a green dot as just the start of the movement, that means we're finally starting to turn. It's buyers coming in. So right now, obviously, we don't have it because the slope is still red. The market is still in a selling condition. But if we start turning hard and start printing a green dot, we definitely want to chase it. You can't use it on wealth charts. You can use it on Trade Evade. So you can use TradingView, but this version of dots is not available on wealth charts. It may be a month or two before we can get it up there. It just depends on when wealth charts is going to go to a wealth script is going to be publicly available. When it's done, when we can transition that's when it'll be ready for wealth charts. The way I trade it is I keep the if I'm trading wealth charts, it's half and half. I keep half the screen on TradingView and half the screen on wealth charts. Good morning, astrologer. How are you? So I'm kind of waiting for that green dot. The moment it appears, I'm going to get long. This kind of a green dot, because that is a momentum. We have the turn triangle. We faded it, made money, but now it's looking like it wants to really come back up through the 500 level. Let's see if we get the green dot. There we go. All right, I'm taking the move, and here the risk is very defined. It's literally the candle. If it breaks the candle, then there's no trade. So we'll see how it trades out. That was at 9:14. Yeah. Nope. Does not look like it's going to work. Nope. Comes out. So, okay, fair enough. That setup busted. And that actually turned into a red candle, a red triangle pickup. So here, I'm going to try and do the exact inverse of what I did here with the green triangle, which is I'm going to actually be a buyer because we turned positive. I bought on the break, and now I'm waiting for the candle close, and I'll add to the candle close if I need to. And I don't. Come on up there, baby. Come. There we go. And that gets resolved the opposite side. So you have to have a very flexible mindset. Honestly, you don't really have to have a flexible mindset. It's just choppy as fuck. And in a choppy as fuck conditions, you really have to just be completely prepared to change 180 degrees in 1 second flat. That's kind of like the mindset of proper scalping. Because this was, just bullshit move up, spike me down, come back up, come back trade. Hopefully we develop a 10, 20 minute trend. And that gives us, whenever we develop a 10 or 20 minute trend, which is a slice of movement, within that trend, you can easily pick the spots where we can make the money, the scalp money. But when we're just doing this, choppy, and candles just wicking out, we unfortunately can get wicked out. But we're going to stay flexible and focused, and you'll see as trends develop, it's going to become a lot easier to start getting more consistent. It's been very inconsistent. Win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I'm going to try and get a little bit better here, as hopefully the price action improves. So the worst choppy sessions, according to all the data, is Friday afternoon, like between 1 and 2 o'clock. Really, really horrible. And Wednesday opens. Today is Wednesday. Ha, what a surprise. Today is Wednesday. Genuinely sleepy. 7:55, 8:33, 9:03. So Wednesdays really suck. And Friday afternoons really suck. That's good to know because that's pretty much been the story for us this morning. It's just been, one step forward, two steps backwards, on and on and on and on all these accounts.
Hey, Boris, can I come on and say hi for a minute?
Oh, hey, Kay. Jesus, you scared me.
I know. I'm just saying hi.
Hey, Kay.
And I'm just gonna put myself on the screen if you don't mind for a second. Are you guys trading? Are you in a trade?
No, we're not. We're chilling. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me see. How do I get myself onto the screen? I thought I
full screen.
up
Yeah,
Boris's view.
Wait, hold on. I'll put you on there. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna.
Hey everyone, good morning, good morning. So today's a huge day. I wanted to come on and talk to you guys and tell you what I think about FOMC and what to watch. I did post a video on this, so definitely keep an eye out for the video. But today's FOMC, I'm going to share with you my screen because I know I'm talking very quickly because I know that we've got the open coming up real soon. And I'm sure all of you, are kind of diving into the open with Boris. But okay, where's my share screen? Give me 1 second. Share screen. Kathy. All right. So you're looking at my screen. Today's FOMC day. And when it comes to the Fed rate decision and any big data release for that matter, market sentiment is really important. And so, right now you can see that stock futures, they are up on the NASDAQ, they're up on the ES, but they're down on the Dow. This morning, we had really good U.S. retail sales numbers. Right now, you're looking at dollar yen with me. If I kind of drill down to dollar yen, you can see in Forex that, we're pretty much flat. The dollar is up against all of the major currencies except for the Japanese yen. And, the yen is the strongest currency today, which means, and this is why I want to come on and tell about the game plan, which means if that we have a dovish outcome, the best trade for Forex is going to be at it's going to be at in dollar yen. And of course, if Kevin Warsh is dovish, we are also going to see a rally in stocks. We're going to see a rally in gold. But, that is most likely not going to be the case, right? Because the dot plot and CME Fed Fund futures are completely misaligned. We have the dot plot in March showing 1 interest rate cut. We have the CME Fed Fund futures showing 1 interest rate hike in 2026. So one of these are wrong, right? It's either going to be the dot plot or it's going to be the CME Fed Fund futures. And chances are it's going to be the dot plot that's going to change because just like this morning's retail sales report, and just like what you saw with all of me on Monday, there was a lot more improvements than deterioration in the U.S. economy since the last Fed meeting. So chances are we're going to either get a less dovish, and I can't call it hawkish at this point, but less dovish outcome or kind of more of a balanced. So what are we looking for, right? We really drill into this and let's drop, how I love to write my charts. 2 p.m. We have the rate decision. We have the FOMC statement. We have the dot plot and the economic projections. These all come out at 2 p.m. Eastern time, okay? So all of these come out at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Instantly, we know no change in the Fed rate decision. What's going to be the tone of the FOMC statement is and this is not even about Warsh. This is just the FOMC statement itself. Are they going to recognize the improvements in the economy, or are they going to continue to emphasize uncertainty? That really is key. Then the dot plot, almost instantly, we'll be looking at the dot plot, which is the market shifted to 0 or 1 hike this year? So, I think there's like almost no chance that one interest rate cut is going to be left in the dot plot. If that's the case, it's going to be very, very bearish for dollar yen, positive. You're going to see new highs in NASDAQ, ES, and gold. If we move to one hike, where all of the Fed officials kind of vote in favor of one hike, or at least the majority does, that's going to be positive for the dollar. And I actually, kind of like, Kiwi's the weakest currency this morning. I like Kiwi, but I even think euro dollar is going to fall as well. And then that, of course, is going to be negative for NASDAQ and negative for ES, and then negative for gold as well. So the dot plot will be the first thing to watch, which is that if it shifts to one hike this year, this is the outcome that we're going to see. Now, what if it's 0, right? What if the Fed dot plot shows no changes, no hikes, no cuts? I think that's going to be less hawkish, more dovish than what the market is pricing in, which is the CME Fed Fund Futures. So because it is less dovish, because it's not going to be as much as the market is already priced in, I think that if it's 0 interest rate cuts in 2026, that is also going to be positive for the dollar. Sorry, it's going to be negative for the dollar, positive for NQ, and positive for gold. So that's going to be the three things that are main focus. Economic projections. We know that oil prices have come down a lot. We know that the economy itself, the U.S. economy, is doing okay. So, what are there going to be reductions in inflation forecast? Inflation globally seems to be easing. That's what I'm going to be watching. So that's going to be important as well. And then at 2:30, we're going to be, and the other thing at 2 p.m. is, did Warsh participate? He's kind of really against the economic projections and the dot plot. He really doesn't like it. So if he doesn't participate, this could be a sign of more significant structural changes that could be coming out of the Federal Reserve. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And then 2:30, what are we looking for? We're obviously, it's going to be the very first press conference from Warsh. So the first thing is tone on economic, just eco rate outlook. What is his tone, right? Is he going to leave the door open to cuts? Then if so, that's going to be this option number 1 on top. Is he going to be more neutral? That's probably going to be more number 2 over here. If he is leaning towards a rate hike, and talking about inflation being hot, economy being good, which I don't think is likely, then it's going to be a more significant scenario of this happening. So, and then the last part that you're going to be looking at 2:30, which is, I don't think it would be exceptionally market moving, is any comments on structural changes, like if they're going to move away from the dual mandate and they're just going to go to an inflation focus, which has been floated. And that would be more in line with what people do in Europe, the central banks do in Europe. That could be something that could really shake up the Fed. So these are the things that we're going to be watching out for today. This is the game plan. As I said, respect the price action. Stocks are consolidative. Dollar, because the dollar is down against the yen, I think a dollar negative outcome will be more pronounced in dollar yen, and a dollar positive outcome will be more pronounced in Kiwi dollar and euro dollar. You know what I think? Here are the game plan for gold. Here's the game plan for there's the game plan for everything else. So make sure you stay on top of that. And then Boris, I'm gonna drop out in a second, but if you want to show them, it's not just going to be about today. It's also going to be about the days that follow, because we had 2 weeks of quiet period from the Fed. And so we're going to, the floodgates are open. We're going to hear from the other Fed officials. So make sure you sign up for the Market Trap report. If you can give them a sneak peek of it, Boris, where, every single day you can see what the Federal Reserve's officials are saying, so you can keep on top of it. And then, of course, in 4 minutes, we have President Trump speaking. The market, our market trap report, it will also in real time show you what some of the major comments made by Trump is. So Boris is going to showcase that. And then, make sure, you stay on top of it. You sign up for the wait list. It's really cool. We spent a lot of work on it, and I think you'll really like it.
I already showed them earlier today, and we'll show them again before the show is over. We're doing a long show today. I'm going to show a lot of different things. I'm going to show some PTE tools that we made, lots of different stuff. That's
fantastic. And we also have a very special guest coming on at 10:30. We're going to be giving away prop trading challenges while after he kind of shares with you what he looks at in the markets and what he's wants to share with you. We're going to give out some futures trading challenges. So definitely stay on till 10:30. That's when we're going to start looking at giving the giveaways after our guest gets his opportunity to chat with all of you. So definitely, stay tuned for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I am going to leave it back to Boris. We're 3 minutes to the open, 3 minutes to Trump speaking. Be careful, because headline risk is very significant these days.
Okay. All right.
Which is why headlines are so important to follow. All right. Have a good one.
Okay. Thanks, Kate. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, we're back in business. On the screen, market is opening up. So just big candle market. I actually, while Kate was talking, I took a little bit of a scalp here from up to down to this. Resolved a little bit of the trade, but really just screwing around. Let's go back to just refocusing on the trades we're supposed to be doing, but we're going to wait, obviously, first 3-4 minutes to give ourselves some room. Even, look at this. Even the market opening candle is lackluster today. 520, 492. This is what's interesting about this data that I just pulled up. It's interesting how it picked up Wednesday as kind of the most choppiest of all trading days. Could have bought this over here for a quick scalp up, but it's just too volatile right now to screw around. We'll give it the next 5-10 minutes. I think there'll be better trades coming up for us as the market flushes out. Although I should have bought that. I kind of felt that it was going up. All right, we'll leave it alone. I'm not going to second guess myself here. Anyways, yes, guys, put yourselves up on the market trap wait list because we're going to showcase that to you later. And stay around because I have a whole bunch of tools to showcase you, and also some very, very, very cool giveaways from our friends at Prop Shop. Look at this, New York. This is New York Open. I guess we're just opening up right now. I'm flipping back and forth on the open. So this actually is a decent candle, 528. Yeah, like almost a 50, 60 point candle of adjustment. Coming into VWAP, as English loves to tell us, and into the 2 buy blocks over here, ICT order blocks over here. So let's see what's happening. We negative trend, negative slope, taking out New York lows, getting a neon candle here. So this could be some interesting possibilities for us for scalp trades if it develops any kind of directionality here and some continuity. Testing the VWAP. 16 seconds left. Where are the London highs and the lows? London low is a good almost 100 points below us. Very likely might want to try and take it there. There's the London high. All right, volatility definitely expanded. We're at 25 points per candle, which is good for us because we want that volatility. All right, coming down off the VWAP. Three minutes into trade. We'll see if this is a directional clue or if this is just simply a probe and they're going to take out the highs, which is possible. Now, fresh lows. This looks pretty directional. Looks like we want to take out London low. I bet astrologer is looking, targeting that as his possible entry point. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the show. We just started the New York Open. We're going to be here with you guys for a while today. Lots of stuff for me to showcase you. I just showed you just the market trap stuff, but I actually have a lot more cool tools to show you. So hang with us, and we will we'll demo some very valuable stuff for you guys. Also, I have prop shop giveaways to come up because we're gonna have prop shop coming in at 10:30, and stay for that. Stay tuned for that as well, obviously. All right, pushing New York lows. Let's see if we get a little bit of stabilization. Looks like they want to take it all the way to London lows, astrologer. All right, green candle. I'm going to wait till it closes. I'm going to wait on this particular case. I'm going to, whoa. That would have been a very, very quick scalp. Let's see. I'm going to wait till it closes. 44 seconds. Let's see what it wants to do. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm probably going to pay for it, but I'm just curious to see if it really is a penalty for me to get short under the dash. Oh no, it doesn't matter. It closes through the dash. So let's see. 12, 11, 12. Just waiting waiting patiently for this. Okay, short here, and boom, done here. In and in. Zoom in, that's the trade. So I did wait. I was going to try it even if it was underneath the dash line, but obviously having to be above the dash line really showed up. Now in New York Open, this kind of vol is just mana for our trades because it's super quick to resolve it. You just have to wait for the moment and take it. And that, that creates lots of issues. So this, why did I love this trade is because this is the first trade in a negative move. That means this burst of buying almost certainly was short covering, and therefore a pretty high probability that there was going to be more selling to go. Basically, you're betting on the fact that the V-shaped bounce is rare. Now, I will say this though: the V-shaped bounce in the first half hour of New York Open, like the 9:30 to 10 o'clock, is much more common than any other time. So, as rare as it is, it's pretty common right now. So we may be getting a V-shaped bounce. We'll have to see. Remember, the next trade for us is if we get the big green dot, the big momentum dot that follows the green candle. That would tell us that, okay, maybe they're going to run it back up to the New York session highs, and we have to see how it's playing out. But so far, you see the retrace trade generally selling the buying in a downtrend, or buying the selling in an uptrend, is a really, really good trade most of the time. The only time it doesn't work is when you run into a V-shaped move. That's what that's what I'm trying to show you. I mean, like, when I'm trading this off screen, like yesterday, it really was. I ran the numbers. It was like 20 winners, 2 losers for me over a period of like 5-6 hours. It's just that I opened up today with just bad luck, bad timing, bad focus. All bad things that you need to get rid of. All right, fresh New York session lows. Clearly trying to gun for the London lows, right? And there's absolutely nothing preventing you from taking this kind of a trade, not just for a scalp, but you could take this trade and say, you know what? I think it's a reversal trade all the way down to London close, and then you would have had a much, much larger, bigger trade. It's just not a trade that I do, but it doesn't stop you from doing that trade. All right, New York and London bunching up. 375 is, or 387 is London low. So we're sort of right around there. If I get another green triangle, I'm going to short that as well. Like I said, I usually give myself 2 to the short side, because NASDAQ is almost always a upward bias case. So then by the 3rd or the 4th, it's ready to bounce. And I give myself 3 to the buy side. So if it's an upward trend, I'm going to buy here, buy here, buy here, right? So you can see, I was buying here and buying there for the trades. Good morning, everybody. Who's new in the room? Say hello to me. Do you want to find out the dots guide post? Oops, hang on a second. What's going on over here? I think we have no, I don't have it. I always forget that the way the algorithm is programmed, that it's a good program. I mean, it's not like, it's not like this couldn't be a good rule, but my rule is just 1 trade per neon candle. So this was the trade. Like otherwise you could have shorted this one. You know what? Let's do it. What the fuck? Let's do it. I don't think it's going to be a V shape. I'm going to get short here. If I eat it, I eat it. Let's just see if it's going to work. Oh, what? There. Where's my? Nope. I guess I'm going to eat it. I guess this was the reason why I wrote the algorithm the way I did. I should never. And this is actually, big mistake. This is actually the green. I'm making a big mistake, guys. So I'm not paying attention. Sorry, really not paying attention. But unfortunately, I just recovered some of it. What the fuck was I doing? Jesus Christ. Green triangle by green dot. This was a really nice V. This is the V shape that we should be trading. I'm really out of it today. I think, I had such a good trade in London that I just but I had no sleep last night, so I am just really, really zoned out. So this is the V shape that we should have been trading. That's why I just reversed myself into it. Sorry about that. I should have never been shorted. I should have went long. Okay, that's fine. We reversed properly and traded this properly, and then through the VWAP. All right, now we turn bullish, and now we start looking for first neons and then red triangles. You caught that for a 206 profit. Good. Now we're turning neons. And so now we're just going to get much more bullish oriented. If any kind of a red triangle is going to be a buy for us. Back to New York highs. So we did make the as I told you, the 930 is a V-shaped pattern. And actually, I'm going to go back to yesterday's price action just to see, but I bet you we could have had the exact same setup at 930 yesterday. All right, breaking out fresh New York session highs. This is a big move. So it'll take a couple of candles to consolidate, but whatever we get the consolidation, I want to be on the buy side of that. Okay, so above VWAP at New York session highs, made a nice big V shape underneath the candle. If we start breaking the lows over here, there's a lot of room here to the moving average, which is why I'm gonna be very patient and wait for the candle to close before I want to be up there. But most likely it's going to consolidate at very minimum, try to trade back to the New York session highs. Quite possibly we could break this ICT order block above here and just go through the 550 level, which is what we're doing right now. So we stay patient. Remember, neon's cluster, right? So 14 seconds left. Five seconds left. Let's see if this is going to give us a green. Not quite the lows, but now I'm buying here. First entry. Although I told myself I was going to wait to the close, right? Let me wait to the close. Let me see if I can wait to the close. I'm going to wait to the close here. 14 seconds left. Oh, shit. 3, 2, 1. All right, in the trade now. And that resolves very quickly. See, much better execution when I was focused on the trade. I just got to wait for the close. Just the whole rule here is you got to wait for the close to get the execution. Then you get that really nice big bump. This bump was 93 to 508, like 15 points, and I just took out 5 of it. So much easier to have done that this way. But you get to see the technique. No, I'm only trading NASDAQ. I don't trade anything. I don't mix and match because I can't. The whole idea of our trading is super focused. If you want to scalp, well, you got to be super focused. That means one instrument, one setup, one structure. That's the trade-off. If you want to trade different instruments, you can't scalp. What was it that Bruce Lee said? I'm not afraid of a man who's thrown 10,000 punches. I'm afraid of a man who's thrown one punch 10,000 times. That's what you need to be. You need to be the man who throws one punch 10,000 times. As a view up. Okay, a lot of new people in the room. Do you guys want to know how to get the dots indicator for the next week or so while you're testing it out? Here's the page on the dots. If I see 5 yeses, I'll tell you. Give me 5 yeses in the room. Okay. Im Jamaz says yes. I only see 1 yes. Let's go. I want to see some more yeses. Okay, now we turn. Oh, I'm just missing. Okay, let's try this. This is pretty good trade. Red candle, red dot, momentum trade to the downside. Let's see if we can make the move here. And it's done. See that? That was done. That should have been entry over here. I'm just not as focused as I should be. Sorry. Okay. All right. I see only 2 more yeses. I need 3 more yeses. Here's the reversal, and the reversal probably is going to target the buy block over here, the ICT buy block over here. Okay. All right. We're trading a little bit better. Getting our timing a little bit better. Sophia, nice to have you. Michelin, yes, nice. All right, come on, a couple more newbies, handles who I haven't seen. Guys, at around 10:15, remind me. We'll take a break from trading because I want to show you something that will blow your mind. I guarantee you're gonna thank me for this. But don't let me forget it, because we have the guests coming in at 10:30, and we'll talk a little bit about prop shop and all of their risk models and everything else. Okay. So is this close? Close. No, I'm wrong again. Because I'm too impatient. I'm too fucking impatient. God damn it. Wait till the close. Take myself out of here and get size. Close 19, 20 seconds. I'm going to wait to the close of the candle. Look at that. 8, 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm short. And there we go. 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 Okay. Fuck me. Don't ever let me do that. Don't ever let me rush the trade. Don't ever let me rush the trade. Close of the candle. That's the trade. That's the fucking trade. Because it's got, it's got a whole explosion to go to the upside by the time down. Okay. Still very, very wildly choppy. And we will come back. The only thing I'm doing today that is even marginally respectable is that I'm distributing my trades across 4 accounts. So none of the accounts are getting badly hurt. And all of them, I'm pretty confident I'm going to bring every one of them to full green before the end of the day. That's the only thing I did today that is commendable. Every other thing, I managed to fuck up every single possible thing I could. But I'm still able to show you the setups. So that's the most important thing. So the setup, you guys see it? It's neon candle, red trade. Oh, now we're getting, no, never mind. Red trade, reversal move, the green triangle, wait till it closed. And when you wait till it close, boom. Super easy scalp. This was 63. The low here was 43, 20 points against me. And I was only looking for 5. It's very, very easy to scalp. And even you can even use, larger numbers. I'm just using small numbers with you guys, really, because I want to just keep myself under control. But when I'm trading myself, I'm going to get much larger on this because you can start clipping 50, 60, 70 points, 50, 60, $70 per trade very quickly. And that will really build the P&L super quickly. Yeah, chop now, waiting for Trump. You're right. Trump's coming in at 10 o'clock. I wonder if we can, I'm just curious if we can, if anything is like clothing, caption closed. Let me see if I can do this for anybody on YouTube. Trump Live. I guess Trump Live. That would be the. Wonder if Fox. Wonder if this has clothing. If it has captions. No, it doesn't have captions. That's too bad. All right. You guys hear it? Oh, maybe you guys hear it. Do you guys hear music? Maybe it's playing music. You guys give me a yes if you hear music, or no if you don't hear music. No? That's luck. All right, we'll come back to him a little bit later. We'll see what the price action does. Okay, more downside price action for us. So fresh selling here, more neons. New York session low, London low. I'm going to put this on a side panel and tell you when he comes on live and tell you what's going on here. So really big negative moves here. Tokyo low in sight. So ahead of this, they're definitely starting to sell it. Yeah, we're all neon red candles right now. I guess he's gonna talk, to the Prime Minister of India. So I don't know how much they're gonna discuss the deal. We're just listening to a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister of India. 10:30. It's 10:30. Trump speaks at summit. So now they pushed it to 10:30, guys. So it's not even a timeline. All right, let's see if we can get a green triangle going. It's all just selling into the Tokyo lows. We basically took out all the lows. Yeah. So no Trump speech now until 10:30. Okay, fresh lows into the Tokyo lows. Let's see if they want to breach the Tokyo lows. Nope. Coming back to a green triangle. 29 seconds left. We're gonna wait till this candle closes. I'm only gonna trade this if the candle closes. Big vol candle, so can definitely go away. But I'm gonna stay patient until the close. 16, 17 seconds. 12 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Short pops against me. Big pop against me. Just on the close. Let's see if I can resolve it still. And we resolve it. Still resolve it. Just even with that edge, because we knew the volatility was there. Okay, cool. One more trade resolved, and obviously that just goes all the way down. So it's not like you can't trade this from much larger, bigger trades, these volatility candles. It comes back up. Still very deeply oversold. No time do we have the triangle to dot momentum move yet. Back to New York lows. And now it's going to probably challenge the Tokyo lows. I took a quick scalp here against the Tokyo lows because that was a pretty easy possibility. There was going to be at least 5-6 points of retrace. So that was just a quick scalp against the Tokyo lows. But generally, we're going to wait now to see what happens next. It's another green triangle. 41 seconds left. We're not going to do anything until the candle closes. It's actually the third triangle in the move, so I'm going to pass up on this. I think this trade will work, but I'm going to pass up on taking the short here on the close because what I want to see is, yeah, it's really bursting out. I want to see if maybe this is going to be the V-shape bottom triangle to the big dot. If we get that, then that's fine. You would have survived this move, but it would have been a vicious vol move up and down. That's why I like only taking the first two. 1, 2. After that, it kind of becomes a bounce trade. Don't let me forget 10:15. I want to show you something very cool. Oh, let's see if we're going to get a possible V-shaped move, triangle to green dot. I'm going to get myself ready. Taking out the London lows. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can pull it up. Ah, just missed. Just missed. Ah, painful. Just missed the target. Okay. Maybe we'll make another run. No, I can't. I'm buying the tops on both of these volatility moves. It's just too volatile. Is it going to resolve for me? Resolves. Finally resolves. Okay. So second time was a charm. It's just too much volatility. Just, came back in reverse for me. Now it turned positive, and now we start looking for red triangles. Obviously, when you get these big volatility moves, you just have to absorb the hits, make them back up later. It's not choppy. It's volatile. It's actually directional down, directional up. It's just an intra candle. It's so volatile that it's just absorbing my stop. I wasn't. I was just short on the first entry, and the second entry obviously made the trade. So it's okay. It's just it's part of the game. You took that second scalp. That was good. All right, now we're trying to establish a kind of a positive slice. So this is what I mean by a good trend slice. This was from 9:48 to 10:03, basically 15 minutes. 15 minutes of price action gives you 2 or 3 quality setups, right? There was 2 really good quality setups within here. Could have been actually 3. I just simply pulled off. But if you think about that, that's a setup here. Now we have a setup here. 38 seconds left. I'm going to wait very, very patiently for this to see if I can be a buyer here. Well, now it turns really red. Now I'm still going to step into this trade. Boom, and we're done. Another good scalp to the upside. Again, just a matter of patience. You got to really, really wait for the candle to close to give them a chance to come back and retrace. But there's no doubt it's just a lot of vol coming in here. So you gotta have the patience and the balls to trade it. But as you can see, basically, if you trade this correctly, winner every 5 minutes. Basically, 1, 2, 3. This was a chase, so can't count that. So that's 1 loser, 4, 5. But if you traded just the pure triangles, it was all winners. Just being patient on the triangle side. Really good. Good job for you. Astrologer up $350 on the London and session lows. Yeah, the London lows and the Tokyo lows are really, really great buys. And where you could use the dots for that, this is actually a super interesting idea. And I played around with it intuitively. I actually did this with you a little bit. Is you actually, once you get to the New York low or the Tokyo low, if it's ending on a dot, on a red dot, that's actually a super good buy. That's a super short. I mean, you don't have to wait for it to bounce because by that time you're already far, far away from the lows. So buying at the lows gives you a much, much better chance of success. All right. Uptrend continues to be in place. Now we're getting another neon candle, so maybe another red candle buy, red triangle buy. All right, one last trade before I want to show you some of the tools that we have here. Are you trading with a 50-point stop, astrologer? I think after Trump speaks, we're probably going to get a little bit quiet in front of Fonzie. So that will be a perfect time to wrap it all up. All right, let's see if we can. We established a new positive trend for about, what is that? 7 minutes. All right, red candle, waiting. I'm not chasing this move. 49 seconds left. This unfortunately just bounced back up, so I kind of have to. This would be a chase trade, not a value trade. See, this was the break point that bounced off the break point. Not a trade I want to take at this point because it's way above. You want to be buying it below the break point, or at least within the range. This just really bounced really hard. It still actually would go, but we'll just wait for the new setup. The neon candle breaks the sell block above. It feels like they want to run it back up. All right, we're going to be patient, wait for another red triangle to come to us, and see if we can trade it. Yeah, good job. So you went two large one. Did you move the second contract once the first one hit 20 points to break even, or just let it float? Yeah, I agree. See, I think I can show this to you guys. Let me see if I can do this. The rectangle. You can actually see how well this is a red candle. You know, buying on the red candle, how well that worked. Selling on the green candle, how well that works. In other words, you see there's a little bit of overflow, but it's all this profit below. Same thing over here. A little bit overflow, but all this profit below. And even this, a little bit overflow, all this profit below. When you kind of measure it, the profit dips are bigger. Oh, 10:15. Okay, thanks, Tony. Okay, let me. I was just waiting for the next one more trade here, but I guess we have to go. It's what I wanted to show you is that Prop Trader Edge, which is our prop website, just put out the full set of absolutely 100% free tools. So let me give you the link. And if you go over here, where's my free tools? If you go to the the free tools website, there's 3 different tools here that are very, very useful. First, I'm going to show you the Trade Analyzer, which is super, super valuable to analyze any type of trading that you're doing. You can see this with sample data just to get an idea of what it does. But whether you have a TradeAvate account, a Wealth Charts account, a MetaTrade account, just export your data as much as you want. Press the button, and it will give you an instant analysis of everything that you do, right? This is all obviously fake data, but it can tell you the trades. It can show you everything that you've done, whether you have MetaTrader. A lot of you may be trading on MetaTrader. MetaTrader is one of the worst platforms to analyze data. This analyzes everything to you by time of day, by trading patterns, which days you do well, which days you do poorly, by distribution during the day, by P&L by position size, your behavioral analytics in terms of your win streaks and loss streaks, your average trade win, the distribution of that win against any of the losses that you have, whether you're trading high R trades or medium R trades. If you look at my stuff, literally like 90% of it centers around the 1R variable. Whether you do revenge trading, I actually do revenge trading really, really well. You'll see all of my you see my stats. This is sample stats. I just I want to show you a couple of other things, so I didn't want to rush it. And then all the performance metrics. So all of this totally free, and more importantly, after you've put in your report, you can literally hit download PDF and download it to your computer. So it's totally yours to keep. Enjoy this. This is really cool. But the other thing that I did is how many of you watch YouTube trading videos? Give me a couple of yeses. I want to see like 4 or 5 yeses if you ever watch YouTube trading videos on YouTube and spend hours and hours and hours and hours trying to learn them. Let me see if any of you do this. Neil does, Peter does, Astrologer does, right? So this I created for you, where let me show you. It's easier if I show it to you than I don't. So this is order blocks simplified. I just pulled up any video, but let's just say order blocks simplified, right? I'm gonna copy the YouTube address, Control A, Control C. Put it into my video summarizer right here. Just click it, hit Get Notes, and it's not as fast as that because this one is cached. But what happens is, look what happens. The whole video now is inside this page. Everything is summarized. You don't have to watch 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes of video. You can learn everything, and everything is time stamped. So you want to know what a bearish order block is? Click on the 21-second one. You want to know what an order block identification is on a bullish side? Click over here. It will take you, it will explain to you exactly everything that there is. Is there any trading strategy that he talks about? Yes, there is. You can see what he's talking about, what he's looking for, and more importantly, once you've kind of looked at his strategy, takeaways, and everything else, you can see that it has important timestamps. For example, when does the bearish order block begin? Over here. Just if I was curious to see that. So he's telling you exactly how to do a bullish or a bearish order block, the sweeps, and everything else. The point is that you don't have to watch this video. You can have AI totally summarize it, itemize it, timestamp it, and then at the end of it download this whole thing, all the notes to yourself, and you can come back and watch this over and over again in a much more intelligent fashion. You can learn strategies 100 times faster for 0 time, right? Again, totally free. And then the last tool that I made, I'll show it to you guys a little bit later. It's a really, really cool tool. It's basically what's called a pass or fail. So if you're in a funded, if you're looking to get funded, let's say you are still trading eval accounts, then you choose eval accounts. Will I get funded? I actually probably should say eval accounts. Will I get paid means that you've already passed your eval and you're looking to see if you're going to get paid. Now, all you do is they say, will I get paid? You click over here, and then you put in your trade history. And and then you choose, this is the coolest part, you choose which broker, which prop firm you're trading with, right? So today we're trading with our friends from Apex. Let's lambast me. I'm going to actually do this myself. I'm going to go to my Tradingview account right now. Let me show this to you because actually some of you guys may not know how to do this. So I'm going to go to my Tradingview account. Go to log in. I'm going to go to reports. And yeah, I'm just having a terrible day. And I'm going to just export this month. Download CSV. Right? So I got the CSV. Now, say, will I get paid? I'm going to drop my CSV, and it can be any Wealth Charts or MetaTrader, any one of them. I put this in here, right? Here's my CSV. Will I get paid? And I'm going to choose Apex Trader Funding intraday, right? And it'll tell me, what I've done, what markets have did, and this tells me the way I've been trading today, that if I had 10 accounts or 10 attempts at trying to get paid out, I would have 0.7% chance the way I'm trading now to get funded. So this really gives you a very, very good idea. And remember, this all is configured to each individual prop firm. So the rules and the chances and the possibilities are all completely different. It's a very, very cool tool to tell you how well you are, on this particular path, how well you're doing on this particular path, right? So pretty cool, very honest structure. Everything is pre-pop. You don't have to worry about the rules. It knows all the rules. It knows all the rules for every one of these firms. So if you're, using our friends at Apex, those that's where you stand. And those are the rules. So it's kind of also very, very cool that way in terms of doing the structure. So, we broke out, guys. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We had a couple of we could have had a couple of trades. See, you can blame Tony for making me do all the demos, but it's still worthwhile for us to check out and take care of stuff. So just simply. I think Apex does it have Apex Legacy? I'm pretty sure, Tony. I did not, but we can add that. We can add that on Apex Legacy. We'll add that. It's not that hard. Honestly, if you can do Apex Current, you're guaranteed to pass Apex Legacy. Like Legacy is so much easier. So that if it shows you like a 5 out of 10 probability on these against these, you have a much higher chance on Legacy because the rules on Legacy are so much easier. So it's very cool, very, very useful, and a lot of fun. So guys, now I have a very, very special guest with me today from Prop Shop and Jim Simmons. I'm going to bring him on. We're gonna change the whole order of stuff. We're gonna kind of stop the trading for the day. By the way, just one last trade, right? Could have bought this over here, popped it over here, but now it's going to now it's just moving away. So done. No more trading for right now. We'll come back for FOMC, trade a lot more, scalp our way a lot more. But for now, let's talk a little bit about Prop Shop. I have Jim Simmons with me. I'm going to bring him on board here. Let me just organize myself a little bit here. Put myself on camera. Then put ourselves like this. and add him to stage and add me to stage. How are you? Hi.
Good. How you doing?
Hey, good, Jim. So, very, very special guest today. We have Jim Simmons from Prop Shop Trader, which is a really, really unique firm because they actually started as a professional prop shop. They're coming from that background. They have a super cool platform, which we're going to start trading soon. I got myself set up for the accounts, and we're going to start showcasing that. It's both web-based and Windows-based, which is kind of very cool. So if you're sort of a old, like a hardcore scalper with ladder trading and everything else, this is ultra fast platform, but also a very, very good tick place, right?
Yeah.
Rodney's prompting me. Ben is saying that Trump, we're going up against the Trump presser, but we're not going to trade the Trump presser anyways, guys, because whatever he says, it's going to be massive volatility. So we'll just leave that be. And we'll talk a little bit about what's kind of super interesting because as I showed you in this particular tool set that we had, basically we, all the prop firms are sort of very, very similar in their format, right? They're very, very similar in their format, in a sense that their rules are like 2,000 up, 3,000 up, 2,000 down, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Prop Shop has a completely different idea of how you can get paid. Very, very, I think, unique metrics. And he's going to, Jim's going to just kind of share with us. I know you have a presentation popped, right? So if you just simply, you see what says present or invite on the bottom of the screen. Yep. You could load that up, and we will. And
there we go. I got it shared. I think so.
Let me put it into this, and you could just share that screen. Let me see. Add to stage. There we go.
Perfect.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So
sorry, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stay, because Prop Shop has been, Kathy is reminding me, Prop Shop has been super kind to give us not one, not two, but 3 25K sprint accounts.
Nice.
So here, the rules are going to be whoever can, after Jim finishes his presentation, whoever can guess the next candle close is going to get the first one and the second one and third one. We're going to do a little bit of gambling after that, but you're going to be able to get a very, very cool account to start with. So tell us a little bit about Prop Shop, what you guys are doing, and all the cool stuff. Look, there's 3 days to pay out. Look at that. Look at that. So talk to us a little bit about that.
We wanted to create something that was best in class and on multiple tiers. And so, like they were saying, Boris was saying, is a lot of the firms are very similar. They have a lot of the same rules and the same things. And so how do we compete with that? How do we become better in that regard? So 1 day to pass, 3 days to pay out, 10 payout accounts for futures. Okay, 10 sim payout accounts for futures, which is very unique as well. Yeah. Disclaimer, of course, we always have to post that anytime we talk about really anything. As you know, we got to make sure that the regulators are happy. So take a look at that real quick. Obviously, we can't guarantee any results. We're not here to be a trade advisor, so on and so forth. So let's get into it. So best in class payout velocity, only 3 days between payouts. Those can be any 3 days. There's no payout windows. There's no, you have to get this time frame and that. 3 days between payouts. Best in class account, scaling with up to 10 sim payout accounts. Also, trade copiers included on both the desktop and the web trader included. Best in class flexibility, algo trading, news trading, all of that. We'll get a little deeper into that as well. 1 day to pass evaluations, one-time billing, no monthly subscriptions.
Can you, sorry, just pick up on this. You guys allow algo trading?
We do.
That's super, super unique, guys. Do you understand how rare that is in the prop world? I don't think, especially on the future side, nobody, I don't think anybody on the future side allows algo trading. That's a huge, 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 huge plus. Be aware of this. Be mindful of this, because that makes it a really interesting platform for us to explore.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get into this a little bit more. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into into the actual rules, the nuts and bolts of what we're doing. Just as a quick highlight, we've paid out over $5 million in payouts. So we've been at it a little while. We're still, you know, getting up to speed on that, you know, getting out a lot more payouts, but 5 million in payouts so far, which is great. So let's talk about the accounts. So we have 2 account sizes, and I'm going to just brush through this real quick. So 25K account right now is $55. 50K account is $85. There's end of day drawdowns. There are no upgrade fees on this account, and you can have up to 10 payout accounts. You can also have as many evaluations as you want. If you want to stack up tons of evaluations, you are welcome to do that. You can have 10 payout accounts at one time. Okay?
Jim, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
On the evals,
Yep.
is there a time limit on the evals, or?
There's not. Nope. Take as long as you need.
So
Yep.
just to run this through, so I'm going to give you an extreme example. I'm going to buy an eval for $85, 50,000. And I'm going to trade like the way a grandmother drives through Pasadena, one micro account for like $5 wins. Grind it. It's going to take me 180 days maybe to reach target. You're fine with that.
Totally fine with it.
And if I get in, and now I get funded, there is no additional fee. Like that one fee pays me for the startup, and that's very interesting. Okay, super interesting. Okay,
Very
that's
cool.
huge, guys. Those are really important distinctions between a lot of other accounts. A lot of accounts. Okay.
Profit target's going to look pretty similar to what you guys are seeing out there. 1,500 on the 25K, 3,000 on the 50K. 1 day to pass. No consistency rule. Obviously, it's a 1 day to pass. On the payout accounts, you have a payout target of 500 and 1,000. So what do you do first when you get a payout account, right? You cover your drawdown plus $100. That's standard practice. So that's still the case there.
So can we go through the math with that? When you talk about cover the drawdown plus $100, what's the drawdown? Is it 1,000?
Yeah. So we've got on the profit target, we've got the drawdown is over here. Sorry, it's drawdown is 2,000. So you would cover 2,100.
Right. On the 50, we're going to use the 50,000 as the example. So the drawdown is 2,000. So you gotta make $2,100 on the funded account before you can entertain any idea of pulling money. And then after that, what happens next?
Yeah, and really, it's you cover the profit, the payout target. So you know, if you think about it that way, your first target as a trader, just think $3,100. You're going to get a payout. Okay. So that's your target there.
How much do you get paid? Like I've traded 50,000. I reached 53,100. What's my payout at that level?
Yeah, at that level, you can request up to a $2,000 payout.
Wait, really? So really? Wait, that seems incredibly generous. Wait, hold on. So just to walk me through again through the math, because I really want everybody to absorb this. This is really, really important. They're trading an eval. They reach 3,000 target. Great. Now they start again on the funded. They trade the funded to 3,100, which is standard practice protocol, right? Yeah. Obviously, end of day, they survive the end of day drawdown, so on and so forth. Once they're at 53,100, that account now can request $2,000 drawdown, $2,000 payout,
up to 2,000, depending on how much profit you have in there. So think of it this way: your payout target's 1,000, but obviously you do need to keep enough in there to cover the buffer. So this is an account where you won't be able to eat into that drawdown, but you will be able to if you have 2,000 in profit above your drawdowns. You're good. You can take that.
But again, can you explain that in simple English? What does 2,000 in profit above drawdown mean? What does that mean in actual numbers? Walk me through an example of how I could actually do this.
Best way to look at that is you need to keep 52.1 in the account after the payouts pulled.
Okay, so that makes that makes a lot more sense. That's why. So if you reached 53,100. What you could pull out is $1,000, which is still very, very attractive. And in a lot of shops, you can only pull out $500 at that point. And that keeps you $2,100 in buffer, which is that's the minimum buffer you need to keep at all times, above your whatever you've earned on your payout accounts in order to be able to maintain the integrity of the account.
Yeah, after the payouts, right? And obviously after a payout, if the account dips below that, that's fine.
Right.
You just can't go below the 50,100 at that point
Right.
because you would, blow out the drawdown, of course.
Of course, of course, of course. But that's, but you still basically, so the bottom line is if you target yourself to 53,100, there's your $1,000 payout from the company, nice and clean. No
Right.
ifs, buts, and ends, just straight money sent to you, right?
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. We also require daily target 250 3 times. So you need 3 days over 250.
Okay.
They don't have to be sequential. They don't have to be, if you have
Right.
losing days in there, that's fine. You just need to have 3 days over 250 on that account as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Assuming you have that and your consistency is below 50%, which by the way is best in class for these type of accounts, 50% consistency, very, very reasonable as far as that goes as well. Okay.
So
Now,
you have three days of $250 in order to collect the rules, and then no single day can be more than say $1,500 in profit of that. If you had 53,100 as a target, you
That's
can't.
right.
No single day can be more than $1,500 in profit. Okay.
yeah, exactly. Exactly
Right.
right. Yeah. Now we do something that we do here, and this is something that we are very, very adamant about. As the head of risk, I can tell you, the number one reason that traders fail accounts, whether it be in a payout account, whether it be in the real prop world, what do you think it is? They oversize their positions, right? It's a number one killer of all traders. So what do? We limit the risk on the positions, and this is by design. This is designed to help create rules that are creating better traders, not allowing, just chaos going on in the markets. We want to make sure that our traders are progressing to becoming better traders, because when we move a trader to real prop, we want you to do very well when you hit the ground running, right? So we have a max position risk. 50% of the drawdown, of the original drawdown, is the max position risk. That's very generous as far as that goes. Most traders, if you ask them, I need to make 250 a day, and I can risk up to 1,000 on a single position. Most traders don't need to do that, right? So very, very, lot of room there as far as that goes.
It's, again, back to normal math, 50% of 2,000. So basically your maximum risk per position is $1,000 on a $50,000 account.
That's right. Yep.
And is that in real time? Basically, I'm in a position, it goes $999 against me. I'm still holding a position. If it goes to 1,000, you get stopped out.
Yep, you'll get stopped out, and that account will fail. Yeah,
and that account will fail. And that
very
account
strict on that. Yep. So it's good to know that going in. Yeah, make sure you.
Yeah. We want to know all the all the rules.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, most traders, I think if you ask most traders, are they risking half of their drawdown to make 250 a day? Most of them are telling you no. There's just no way. Right.
No, they're not. But it's good. It's good to know where the potholes lie so you can avoid them. Yeah. Exactly
right. Daily loss limit. These are soft breach, 625 and 1250 on 25K and 50K. And those are soft breach. If you hit a daily loss limit, the account shuts down for the day, only that account. And then you can resume trading the next day. Okay. Right. MEX contracts, we do 2 and 3 on the minis or full size, 20, 30 on micros. And so plenty of room to make your 250 that day.
2 on 25 and 3 on 50.
That's right.
So you can go maximum 20 contracts on the 25,000 and maximum 30 contracts on the 50.
Exactly. Okay. With the volatility in the markets today, certainly you could do some damage with those contract sizing for sure. Okay. Important notes, as we mentioned, max position risk, that is an account failure. Daily loss limit just pauses your trading for the day. Okay.
Right. Okay.
As far as payouts, again, you've got up to $2,000 payouts on your first 3 payouts and $2,500 up to $2,500 on 4 and 5. When you get to that point, we're looking at moving you over to a live account, to real prop. Okay. It's a 90% profit split on these accounts. So 90% of whatever you request gets paid out. Again, best in class as far as that goes as well. So on the 25K, we've got 1,000 for the first 3 payouts and 1,250 for the last 2. So great ROI potential. You're looking at 10,000% or 12,000%. So if we do the math on this and we look at, you can earn up to $11,000 on a 50K account for 85 bucks. Okay. Now we look at it, you can have up to 10 accounts. That's up to $110,000 in sim payouts. That is massive, massive, massive.
And you're not like, and you're sort of standing by this rule. You're not like, if somebody collects after their first payout, you're like, we're moving you to live. You're not going to be one of those prop firms where, you collected money from us, we're moving you to live right away.
Right.
No. You stand by your deal that was it 6 consecutive, or I forget how many sequences.
Yep, you get 5 consecutive on these.
Five consecutive payouts before we move you to live. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Now here's another important thing on that note, because I think a lot of traders get tripped up in that, is what is going on in the rest of the story. Obviously, as a firm, we have to manage risk, of course. So if we have somebody who's buy an account, get a payout, buy an account, get a payout, buy an account, get a payout, and they keep failing each time they get a payout, obviously they're only getting to one payout. So the question becomes, at what point, if they've got 5 payouts, times 10 accounts, but they fail an account and go in, and it's the game, right? It's fail an account, get back. We'll catch that, obviously. So just to be in full transparency.
So it's not, I always forget that it's not consecutive, it's concurrent. Basically, like if you every payout counts as a sequence towards the 5 payouts per sequence.
It's a good way to look at it. It's not to say that we wouldn't let someone get beyond that necessarily, but we're definitely watching that.
That's a fair rule. Look, you basically saying, look, I'm going to give you a maximum of 10 accounts times 5, 50 payouts over the lifetime of your engagement with me on the sim side.
Yeah.
After that, I'm going to move you to live. And whether that takes you, whether you do it consecutively or whether you do it maybe by failing 20 accounts in between, it's still, we still have to run our book. So, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah, makes sense. As far as I know, we do accept Bahamians. I'm seeing some questions there.
Yes. The question is, do you accept Bahamian? I think so. You guys are, I think you guys have a very broad, generally a pretty broad acceptance policy from a lot of people across. I wonder, we have a lot of people, this is a tough question, and I don't want to put you on the spot if you don't know.
No, you're good.
But we have a lot of people from like emerging market nations sometimes in our stream, and they're always shut out of the futures business because a lot of futures firms won't take anybody from Latin America, some countries in the Middle East. I mean, obviously Iran is not a question, but like other countries in the Middle East sometimes. Africa, like nobody does it. I don't know where you guys. I mean, OFAC is a given. If you're in a banned country, that's an issue. But if you're just generally an emerging market nation, where do you guys stand on?
There is a handful in here. Really, what it comes down to is we're kind of held to the same standards because it really is dictated by the actual brokerage firms and some of our capital backers and things like that. So here's the allowed countries and restricted countries. It is on the site if you go into Explore and then you go to countries there, and you can search your country. So if we look at,
for example, do you allow South Africa? That's sort of like a big question.
That is a good. We do allow South Africa.
That's huge,
great.
Guys.
That is huge, actually.
I was. Do you guys hear me? All the South Africans in the stream. That is huge. You know how many South Africans beg me for a future account and I can't get them?
Yeah.
That's huge, guys. So we're going to go to their website. I'm going to pick out all the hard countries, like the countries that are hard to get accepted to, and we will I'll let you know, because that's massive. In order to do something, you actually need the opportunity, right? So these guys give you the opportunity.
Good stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Is Trump speaking? It looks like a big spike, guys, down. If you guys are watching,
the market's moving.
No, we just dropped like 100 points. I guess he's saying something nasty. So Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Yep. We do also have a direct to payout account as well. I know right now we're kind of focusing on the Sprint because we launched those a few weeks back and it's going extremely well. Traders are loving those accounts. The Forge account is our direct to payout account. So take a look at these two. If you're looking to, you want to bypass the evaluation, you can come into a Forge account and skip the eval if you like as well. So
okay, what's the price on the Forges?
Let's take a look. I've got a thing right here actually. So Forge right now, the direct to payout is going to be 125 or 200 if you're on a trailing and intraday trail. If you want to stick with the end of day, it's 150, 250.
Okay.
And then the sprints are 55, 85. So
the difference here is you pay 200 and you only got to make 3,100. You think about this, right?
Right.
That's
yeah,
kind of like
that extra 3,000, right?
Yeah. If like if you've done lots of evals and you've run the evals to funded and you know the process, you know the risk process, you know how to control your sizing and all of that. It's really only $100 more. If you think about it, it's just $100 more, and you are now trading for real payout. You just half the time we're screwing around with like one trade. Let's just get funded because we're always let's just get to funded because the funded is the play, right? Everything else is kind of practice performance. The play is the funded. So that's actually that's a very small discrepancy price wise between. I mean, that's a really good discrepancy. Honestly, it's really good discrepancy. It's just literally just $100 more to save you the 2 or 3 weeks of grinding. And you might as well, if you're going to grind, you might as well grind it out on the funded side so you could get something at the end of it, right?
That's right.
Because then then if you get to the first payout, you're a 1 to 5 reward. You pay 200, you get 1,000 out at 3,100. Think about that. That's like a really, really good risk reward. Those are really good numbers. So keep that in mind too, guys. Yeah. There's 2 things here that are of real specific interest for all of us in who trading with me. One is obviously a much broader application set of countries. Some countries that are completely shut out by everybody else. And 2, for those that are experienced traders, getting the Forge account is a great deal. It's literally just $100 more for a much truer experience of where you want to go towards the target.
And another thing we can touch on too, there's always a lot of questions on what happens when I move to a real prop account, right? Because I think that's the big picture for most traders, get to the real prop side. And certainly that's where you want to be because there's uncapped payouts. There's no payout caps in real prop. There's no consistency rules. There's no payout thresholds. So day one, if you have profit on the table and you've hit 5 qualifying profitable days in real prop, you can take a payout and there's no limit to that. You get 80% split in real prop.
Yeah.
Plus we can scale you. Traders that are doing exceptionally well in the real prop, they make a good transition. They're healthy in their risk management. They're bringing in profits. We want to scale those traders because obviously if they're making money, we're making money. So why not make more money, right? So,
exactly.
So that's the real prop side.
So that's great. I mean, that's very, very cool. It really opens up like a really great passageway for everybody to participate.
That's right.
People were asking, what platform? It's their own proprietary platform called TakePlays, which is very, very fast and very good. Very web based. I'm going to trade a few Sprint accounts in live with you guys, and we'll show you exactly what the platform does. But honestly, man, I kind of want to trade the Forge account now, because that's a really good deal. But yeah, let's open up the floor to questions. Does anybody have any specific questions that you guys may have? And then we're gonna hang out because I'm gonna auction off the 3 giveaways for everybody.
Here's TickBlaze, by the way. This is the platform. We'll kind of showcase it real quick while we're waiting on questions. So this is the desktop platform. The really cool thing is these are C# indicators and such. So if you're a little bit tech savvy, like these indicators, I literally made these myself. And these were made with AI. And I imported them and just got my own flavors into it. And of course, there's a bunch of indicators available on the marketplace as well. But this is Tick Blaze. Now, one thing that is unique, you see a little level here. It's a little faint right now because of my coloring, but there's a level way up here, and that level is options strike prices, options open interest with 0 DTE. So for those of you that understand trading options with futures, open interest levels, they're integrated into the platform. It's completely free. You don't have to pay anything, and all the options levels show up on your chart. So that's another very unique feature in Tick Blaze. Those of you that are coming from some of the other desktop platforms are going to feel right at home to being able to get used to it. It's going to be similar to some of the other platforms out there. Then
Jay Nevins is asking if porting the MT40As and indicators straightforward due into C++. Well, Nevins, I am starting the AI Traders Club very, very soon. It's going to be part of the whole market trap structure. So if you come join me in my AI Traders Club, we absolutely going to be able to port this because we're certainly going to be able to port the BK dots indicator into the Tick Blaze. And it's going to be one of my to-do things over the summer. So we'll definitely do it. Yeah.
It's pretty simple. Let me refresh this.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
The indicators that will be only on the Windows, on the desktop platform. We can't port them to the web based just yet, right?
Not yet, but it is coming. It is absolutely coming where you'll be able to, I'm not a tech guy, okay, so bear with me here, but they call it a wrapper to where anything that you have in C# will become available in the web, which is JavaScript. But somehow those talk together, and it's a whole thing, and it sounds really great. So I can't wait for that to become available. So it is coming though. It's very high on the radar.
What's this you're showing us now? Is this the web-based version?
This is the web platform. Yeah. It's going to look very familiar. You got your TradingView charts, right? All the same draw tools, all that stuff. You've got watch lists here. Here's the really cool thing about this, right? We know that if you trade in TradingView, you have to have a subscription and you have to pay for certain access to certain things. Well, I just moved this into 4 charts and it doesn't cost me anything. I can go into even more charts if I want 6 charts. All of that is included with the web app, which is amazing. The other thing that's really cool is you have drag and drop functionality. You can add charts and put them wherever you want. If you want to have another chart here, you can put it here. I mean, sky's the limit as far as what you want to do with the web trader. They really did a phenomenal job getting this ready for us. And you've got all of your, market, limit, stop, scalps, and you also have the dome. You do need level 2, I guess, but yeah, you've got everything here. You've got, bracket orders that you can do and all that as well. So there's a lot you can do with this. Here's your bracket orders, right? You got your take profit, stop loss. You can do ticks, all that.
You can save them and set them in your
exactly. And you can do multiple targets and all that fun stuff. So
that's great. That's great. We have a lot of people who trade, session highs, session lows, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Definitely be done. Yeah. No, I mean, it's very, very exciting. It's great. They have their thing is open source in a sense that we can write our indicators there, C#.
Yeah.
We'll do this. It's mainly that I think for the full functionality, you really do want to trade this on a Windows machine to really get the full value of it. But if you could easily trade this on the web as well. Regardless, I think just a great offering. It's very simple, very clear. The rules are pretty obvious, and the Forge account, is super good. I mean, you just kind of you skip the whole eval stage and get down to business if you know how to control risk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of questions that came in here that I'll answer as well. You can set a daily loss risk in the trade copier itself. And as I mentioned, these are built into the platform as well. So you have that on the web. You can set your daily loss limits yourself in the trade copier. But that's the only way to do it on both the web and the desktop. So yeah, good question. We get that question a lot. So it is possible. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we're degenerates, so we don't take any daily loss limits.
There you go.
No, it's good. It's good. So great, guys. So everybody, please take a look at Prop Shop. We obviously we're going to give away a couple of accounts, but we also, don't forget we have a big discount with them. Code is Edge, I believe.
Perfect.
Be sure to use them. Let's do some giveaways. Okay, so we had this big spike, right? Let me see. We're at London low. Okay, 17 seconds left. First one to answer. Do we close above or below London low? 30,387 is the mark. Below or above? That's the answer in chat. First one who gets the right answer wins the first account. Oh, we're below. Nobody answered the question. Where is this? Nobody answered.
What's the free account?
First one now. Above. Richard, you get the question because you were the first one there. So Richard, email me, please. Everybody said below now. I know you guys are cheating now. No trades. Okay, 37 seconds left. Here's the question I want to know. Market is 30,397. Are we closing? Oh, are we going to close on a red dot? Yes or no? It's a yes or no. Yes, red dot. No, red dot. YouTube delay. Oh, they're saying YouTube delay. YouTube delay. You're right. There is a YouTube delay. But I'm giving you 30 seconds. Okay, lots of yeses on the red dot. Who's the first one to come in? Georgie is the first one to come in. Georgie, you win one. You win one. And so Georgie, you email me. Richard, you emails me. And the next one, we're just going to do random. Okay, the first one who sends me a heart emoji for all the work we did today. Come on, let me see who's the heart emoji. Who's coming in? So email us, by the way. Oh, no hearts. Rodney FX. Rodney FX is always the first one in my room in Europe. Rodney, you deserve it, baby. Okay, Rodney, you get it. So Rodney gets one. Richard gets one. Georgie gets one. Email me, please. contact@bktraders.com. Tammy is all bummed out, but Tammy, don't worry. Tammy, you're getting the other one that you won. So contact at let me just put this up at bktraders.com. Just say, oops, God, I could not. If I had to type for a living, I'd be dead. Okay, I didn't even type that right. Contact at bktraders.com. I literally can't type. Okay, contact at bktraders.com. All right, go out there, get nuts. We got a green triangle on the trade right now. 16 seconds left. You short that on the close. We should be a good trade. All right, guys. I will see everybody for the FOMC. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Jim.
Yeah, it was great.
FOMC 2:30. Okay, we're gonna trade the FOMC then. Otherwise, thank you so much. A really fun presentation. Really cool product. We're definitely gonna sweep this into our repertoire, especially take a look at the Forge guys. Take a look at those ideas. Thank you again. Thanks,
really
Jeff.
appreciate you guys inviting us in. This was great. Thanks, guys, for having us. We had a question on mobile trading. Yes, it is coming. The mobile app is developed. It's ready to go. We're just testing with our friends at TickBlaze, making sure that it's all ready to go for you guys. So it should be within a week or two. Yeah,
and I bet it's going to be blazing fast. I bet it's going to be
awesome. It is really cool, and trade copier is built into that as well.
Right.
So if you can manage to somehow copy your trades on a mobile, God bless you, because I don't know if I can do it myself, but it is available for you if you need it. So it's there.
That's good. Great. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Everybody have a great day.
Thank you.
I'll see you for FOMC. 2:30 for the presser. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.